Vernon, you've had an incredible couple of months with South Africa, now ready to play LV County Championship cricket in England. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, it should be a good challenge. It's obviously something new, but yeah, it should be a good challenge for me.
What challenges are you expecting to get?
I think the biggest challenge for me is obviously bowling with with the Duke ball. But yeah, I think obviously once I've found my rhythm, my way around us, that should be good as well.
So all your successes come with a kookaburra ball so far. What differences are you going to expect with the Duke?
Yeah, I think the cooker ball seems a bit more, and I think whereas the Duke obviously swings a bit more. So yeah, I mean obviously hopefully I can find my trade quickly, and obviously and be a benefit to obviously Somerset.
For the uninitiated, a cricket ball is a cricket ball. So when you put one in your hand, what's the difference?
Yeah, I think the big difference is obviously just the seam, the way it feels in your hand, and obviously what the ball does. So yeah, I mean obviously once I get used to the trade of the Duke, yeah, it should be good over here.
It's tough work, county championship cricket. It's game followed by game followed by game. You're here for 6 weeks. It's going to be hard work.
Yeah, I think obviously from a work point of perspective, I'm pretty used to that. In this past few weeks, yeah, I've been playing a lot of cricket. So yeah, I'm up for it, and yeah, pretty used to it.
You've had success so far so quickly in all different conditions, different countries. England is a kind of country, and the pitches we have here should help your bowling.
Yeah, I mean I've played for Middlesex in 2008, and it was a pretty good stint that I had there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the challenge here, and then obviously later on in the year, for the Test series versus #1.
Tell us about your time at Middlesex.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, obviously, there was a few issues, with the captaincy at the time, but yeah, I've enjoyed my cricket, and yeah, hopefully we can obviously be no different over here. And
your first game for Somerset happens to be against Middlesex.
Yeah, I think it's obviously good, playing them first up, and it should be fun. So yeah, looking forward to that.
What have you done? You've had an incredible record. I think you were saying, records being broken. The best, quickest to 50 wickets for a very, very long time. How have you managed to do it?
Yeah, it's a skill that I've obviously enhanced, this past 2 years, both back home locally, and yeah, I mean I had to work hard for it, and yeah, I mean obviously I've got the skill, I've got the confidence in obviously delivering balls that I want to do at the time. So yeah, it's hard work, but obviously pays off.
For us here in England, you've come from absolutely nowhere. Suddenly your name is everywhere. 6 months ago, no one had heard of you. What about your move through the system in South Africa? Has that been a fairly fluid one?
Yeah, I wouldn't say a fluent one. I mean, I've done well domestically, for the past 3 years, and I mean, 3 years later, obviously got a call up. So yeah, I think for me it was obviously just to settle in, into the team, and yeah, I mean, I'd like to think I've done that in the past 7 tests.
You certainly have. 51 wickets in 7 tests. It's an incredible achievement. Do you have to kind of pinch yourself sometimes?
Yeah, I think for me, I think each game obviously, is a new event, and I go back to the drawing board after each game. So yeah, I mean, obviously I've had a lot of success, but that's obviously all in the past, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to the future as well.
Will it become more difficult for you, do you think? Now people obviously get to see you more and know what kind of stuff you can do. Do you think batsmen will be ready for the challenge?
Yeah, I think obviously batters will do their homework as well, but I'm looking forward to the challenge. So yeah, hopefully I can obviously continue my run.
You mentioned the Test series against England coming up later in the summer. You've got a perfect way to warm up for that on English wickets with Somerset.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'd like to, obviously make use of conditions and get used to them. So yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously, hopefully, when I come back for South Africa, to play England, I'll be in much better state, obviously knowing the conditions. So yeah, I'm looking very much forward to it.
So you got 6 weeks here. Then you got a little. What happens then? You obviously back later in the summer. What do you do in the middle period?
Yeah, I've got 6 weeks here, and then I've got a little 2-week layoff back home, and then I've got 4 weeks of obviously conditioning work back, with the national team, and obviously getting ready for for the big tour. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure the rest of the guys back home too.
Yeah, Gary Curson was quoted last week. Obviously, when you signed for Somerset, it was way before you were becoming a big name, really. You're now centrally contracted, is that right, with South Africa? So they want to keep their eye on you, make sure you're not bowling too much.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of the workload. I've had a lot of overs this past season back home, and obviously New Zealand as well. So yeah, I think South Africa just want to manage me, and yeah, I mean obviously rightly so. I mean obviously it's a big series coming up against England, and we've had a big summer in general. So yeah, it's just basically just maintenance work.
And that maintenance work these days is very, very important. You can't be bowling too many overs.
Yeah, I wouldn't say, obviously not be bowling too many overs. I would just say it's obviously, your gym work, your fitness work, all of that. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously just to keep a close eye on obviously how much am I doing. So yeah, it's obviously just to keep a close eye on that.
You've mentioned that series against England could be for playing for #1 in the world again if England is still there by then. What a series that should be.
Yeah, I think our boys obviously seeing forward to that. It's one place too, and I mean, obviously, when you play one in there, obviously, the home ground, it's obviously a big challenge. So yeah, hopefully we can come out and obviously take the numbers. Take the #1 spot over here.
When you were growing up, becoming a cricketer, was a tour to England the one thing you're looking forward to more than anything else?
Yeah, I think there were obviously two tours that stood out to me. It's the tour to England and then obviously the tour to Australia. So should be good.
Graham Smith was here at Taunton for a season, won the 2020 as captain down here. What advice has he given to you about playing in this part of the world?
Yeah, first of all, you just said good luck. Obviously playing on quite a flatty, but Graham has been obviously a good motivator to me, from a captain's point of view. So yeah, I mean, he's basically wished me well, and I'm seeing forward to this challenge.
6 weeks. Somerset have had some terrible starts to their championship season the last couple of years. You're going to make sure that you end that run and give them the perfect start.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Have you got any idea of your aspirations of a number of wickets you'd want in those games you play?
Yeah, for me, I don't really put goals down as wickets. If I can obviously do my things properly, obviously results take care of themselves. So yeah, I mean, hopefully I can get straight into my processes.
Difficult to set yourself goals when you get 51 wickets in 7 Test matches. No one could set themselves that kind of goal.
Yeah, it's like I said, I'm more focused on the processes than the wickets. So yeah, I mean, hopefully I can start my processes quite early, and hopefully results will take care of themselves.
I believe you've already got a nickname here at Somerset, Vernon. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, I just arrived yesterday, after a 12-hour flight, and I walked into the changing room, and I obviously saw there's Vernon Philander. So yeah, I mean, well done obviously to them signing Vernon Philander.
So that is your new name now, not Big Vern.
Yeah, I'm sure Vernon will stick with me for a little while now.